Good morning, everyone. It's actually 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 22.2 degrees already. I want to show you what I'm up against at the minute. So I'm going to try and get a few strawberries out of these plants. I mean, there are a few in there. They're not great because we had 5 weeks of rain, like incessant non-stop rain, and now we've gone straight into see, that whole thing is fucked. Gone straight into heat wave, where the highest temperature I've recorded has been 44.8 degrees in the shade. 44.8 degrees. And the strawberries are a month early, so that doesn't help. They're not wet underneath, but look, they're dead. Couple of nice ones on that one. It's not a question of shading on the back because I've still got some nice ones at that side, but dead. It probably is a bit of shading problem, probably not going to get any crop out of that. Yeah. There's a couple of little ones hanging about. But you know, and this was watered last night, and I would have thought some of the plants might have perked up, but the crown might survive, unlike here in France. But look, dead, gonna die, missing, dead, not even there, dead. And the ones that do. It's interesting, the thing that really does grow well here is cereals. It seems like wheat and barley and malt seems to be growing, this year particularly, growing really well. But I'm not a cereal farmer, nor do I even eat that much of it, nor could I even produce very much of it. See? Dead. Nothing going on. Couple of pissy little strawberries. There's a very small amount of weeding to do, but I actually don't have a lot of time before it gets stupidly hot. So I'm just making this video to prove that we're experiencing some insane weather, and you just can't prepare for the cold snap where it was going to be -7, where I had to clamp everything and I lost the vast majority of my onions, and then it was 5 weeks of rain, so I've lost most of the stuff that I sowed early in the year, like peas and broads, because they just rotted after 5 weeks being wet all the time. The only ones I got are the ones that I've grown in pots and grown in the greenhouses. And then literally Thursday last was just boom, straight up to 32 degrees, no warning, and all the leaves curled and everything. Look, see, there's a few really nice ones in there, but there's not a lot to pick. So I'll pick these. There's a few. What's going on up there? There's a few strawberries hanging around, but I've had to treat that section for the wood ants. They have gone, actually. I just treated it with sulphur, but it means I can't And then the Maradabois, which are a late season, are looking exceptionally healthy. I don't want to jinx it. They're coming into flower early. They've got small flowers, incredibly aromatic. You know, that one will go in. So yeah, now that bit of cloud is gone, the temperature is going to rocket up. And it seems like these people around here are so far estranged from what farming actually is that they don't seem to understand that you can't do anything when it gets above sort of 27-30 degrees. You can't water anything because that's the temperature in the shade. You know, imagine how hot the water will be around the roots if it's in direct sun. I mean, I can leave a thermometer out in direct sun, but it goes past the scale, so that's over 100 degrees. You don't plant plants in boiling water, and it scorches the leaves. You can't pick the fruit during the heat either because they're too. They kind of get inflated and then they deflate because you bring them in, and then they literally burst, and you just can't. Bits of jam everywhere. So I was just saying this year has just not been very kind to me in so many ways. Or with one thing and another. But I know other people have got it worse. I'm aware of that, and I will be able to eat. But financially, this garden is costing me more money. I did the maths, and I would have been 17 grand better off, and that's not including investors. 17 grand better off if I had stayed in bed for the last 5 years. That's sad, isn't it? That is sad. That is a sad realisation. Because every year I just get punched in the face by some extreme form of climate, or some pandemic, or just something you can't prepare for everything. I mean, I've lost about a third of my strawberry plants in a week because of 44.8 degrees centigrade in the shade, and this woman wants me to paint a fucking wall in that temperature. Like, I've lost half of my seedlings, at least half of my salads, so that's cost me £1.5 just that alone. And I really want to get all of these in. You know, I've got greenhouses full of plants wanting to go in. I mean, the chili peppers are loving it, to be fair. But people don't eat chili around here, so what am I to do with it? It all just seems see, voles in there again. Voles are back in force. So yeah, morning rant. I've got to stop there. Because it's already. Let's actually see what the temperature's got to. What did I say? It was 22.2 just a minute ago. We are now. Well, apparently it's 20 degrees, but it's not. The sun's coming out, so we'll see. Yeah. So I'm going to harvest these strawberries quick. I'm going to put them in the trays, in the punnets straight away. Hopefully that'll save a little time. And then go and weigh them up there. Of course, we've got the Broads as well, but there's not that many. Not that many Broads really, so we'll see. Right, have a great day. There's my life for you. Fucked.